Blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses Osei Osakode of TRC Ghana coming to you with a continuation of our expose testimony, New World Disorder. This is going to be what to do, what to do. Blessed ones. What to do. This has been very brief. We are in a state of mourning. We would want to receive what to do. What to do is to have courage and fear no death, and never be afraid of our killers. Humanity and the nations of the world, to hear that in spite of all the evils that we are seeing in our time and on the nations of the world, what we ought to do is never be afraid of death and never live in fear of our killers, because they don't own life. Let's go to the book of John chapter 12. In John 11, Jesus has raised Lazarus from the dead at Bethany. Afterwards, the wicked and the evil have risen against Jesus to seek to kill him. So he fled for safety. They thought Jesus was living in fear, and therefore at the feast they were hoping that Jesus would not be able to come to the feast. But in advance of the feast, 6 days before the feast, Jesus entered Bethany courageously. We are reading from John chapter 12, from verse 9, 10, and 11. From 9, 10 to 11. And let's see what we have here. When Jesus went to Bethany and at the feast, we are reading. We have skipped from verse 1 and we are 9, 10, 11. Much people of the Jews don't think about the Jews. Much people of the tribalist of the government of Nana Addo, tribalist Dampari, Akufo Addo, Osla Ozu, and Kandapa, they were all there. Much people of the Jews therefore knew that he, Jesus, was there. And they came not for Jesus' sake only, but that they might see Lazarus also, whom he, Jesus, had raised from the dead. 10. But the chief priests consulted that they might put Lazarus also to death. Lazarus also to death, meaning they wanted to kill somebody beside Lazarus. They wanted to kill Jesus as well, chief priest. Because that by reason of him, by reason of Lazarus, many of the Jews went away and believed in Jesus. Because by reason of him, Lazarus that was raised from the dead, many of the Jews went away and believed on Jesus. That is the 11th verse of John chapter 12. Humanity and the nations of the world. Acquire to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. The coward secret killers in Ghana, the new terrorist, the tribalist, IGP Dampari, Osla, the witch Osu, Kandapa, God brought the African courageously to Jema of the Brong-Ahafo region and to the Bafkent Hotel. You know what I mean, tribalist? However, your infiltration of the funeral and of this hotel could not end my life. Christ Jesus has prevailed over you. He that conquered the grave has prevailed over you. By him I aided you to get me killed, that you may make your false evidence against me, but you willfully failed. It is finished. Occupy till I come is the message. Bye bye.